You are now tuned in to the ASIMP Household Podcast with President Trinity. Welcome to the ASIMP Household Podcast, where movement is constant. Come reach the stars with us. I am your host, Trinity Middleton, aka President Trinity, aka President T. You know me. This episode will be about emotions and intentions. Two very important things that align with each other if you are emotionally in line with yourself. But first, how are you? How you doing mentally? How you doing physically? How you doing emotionally? It's really a good day today. It should be a good day every day. Like, especially if you wake up every day, the day should be great. Because literally you woke up. Like, some people didn't wake up today. So let's at least be grateful for that. Anything that may be weighing down on you, think about it. Write it down. Try to figure out what it is and why is it so heavy in your heart right now. Now that you have that, keep that close to your heart, to your mind, to your soul, to your spirit. Make sure you can see it. Make sure you can see it. Because everybody picks up their phone. So if it's best that you look at your phone and see it, then yeah. Now, I do have some motivation very early. There was this TikTok of Summer Walker. She was at the Houston concert, and her words were, production. I just got a perm and these fans ain't on. And I'm trying to figure out why. The tone of it all was very, very calm. When you understand that communicating goes a long way, then that's when you understand, okay, my intentions behind it were pure. My emotions were very, very validated, and it took time to understand those emotions. She could have really went off, but instead she wanted to be calm and was like, okay, there's a problem going on. There's another problem going on, and I'm trying to figure out like what's going on, because this is y'all's job basically. Like, you're not doing what you were instructed to do, so that's kind of messing up with what I have going. And when your intentions are not pure and your emotions are not regulated, you could really get something bad out of a misunderstanding or an issue. That's why your emotions have to be really cared for and watched. Even out of trauma, like if somebody's yelling at you, screaming at you, cussing at you, you don't retaliate with that same energy. The best thing you could do to somebody that's angry is ignore them, because it's going to get to a point where they just can't take it anymore. And if they decide to like physically get into it with you, that's when you have to do what you got to do. You got to put your hands up or something. You'll fight to live to see another day, you know? Like, come on now. Now, getting in tune with your emotions will take some time. I do want to say that it's not an overnight success type of story. Like, it takes years even, because some months you be like, okay, I'm going to do this for a little bit and see how I go. And then you might just switch up 2 months later, 3 months later, and get different results. And those results might end up being better than when you were being consistent with doing just one thing. Sometimes you have to venture new ideas. The same routine that you always have and expect to have different outcomes. Like, you do the same thing over and over and over again, more than likely you're going to get the same results. Unless the intentions behind what you're doing are not pure, and that's where it all connects still. Your emotions will help your intentions a lot more than retaliating or bringing issues to another issue. That's just like bringing a knife to a gunfight. I don't know where that comes from, but like, just don't add problems onto problems because you do not know how to communicate properly. Now, if you do not know how to communicate properly, go back to when you were first trigger in your life. It might take a minute for you to debrief that, but why did you start responding like that? Like, did you receive the emotion that you were looking for out of the other person? Did you receive what you wanted from that response from somebody else? Was it a habit that you just picked up on? Was it like physically, emotionally thrilling to you, mentally thrilling to you? How did it change your brain perspective? Now, I know for me, if somebody was to yell at me or to scream at me or basically raise their voice in a not respectable tone, I'm not going to continue to venture on this avenue. I'm going to go take a turn somewhere else because anywhere where it's not calm, I will not be. Especially if you're yelling and cussing at me with a lot of anger and force, like, no. Now, say that you have a great morning and you've been working towards an opportunity that could really possibly change your life. If you are in the great positive mindset that whole time, even if something happens, think positively about, okay, I have this and this and this going on. So if this doesn't work out, you have a backup plan. But it's not always about having a backup plan. It's about being intentional and being present for when that opportunity does finally arrive and you're in the right headspace. Now, if you're not in the right headspace at the time that the opportunity presents itself, you might just miss that opportunity. And if you see someone else with the opportunity that you had presented to you and your emotions were not right, you're going to be upset about the whole ordeal. But if you're right in the mind, you'll get the opportunity. Now, if the opportunity that you are looking for isn't the right one that is aligned with you, then more than likely it was protection rather than rejection. If you think all no's are negative, then you have to change that because sometimes your intentions could be pure, but the other person or the other choices that you have probably decided on are not pure, then it could be saving you in the long run emotionally. Sometimes the bad outweighs the good, but most of the time, if you think positive about it with your emotions in line, then your intentions will be aligned and you will get the results that you are looking for. Always be intentional. Always be emotionally in tune with yourself so you can get the best opportunities and put your best foot forward. Now, certain emotions can trigger certain reactions. If you're angry, you could be in a negative mindset and it could be like, oh no, because I'm upset, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, which can really mess things up. Fear can really hold you back. Like if you're scared of any outcome that you might get, just slow down on thinking about what's going on. When you're excited, you might feel pushed quicker to do something, but just because you feel excited about it does not mean move on it quickly because your intentions of excitement could be a little bit off because you've never felt this way before. So when certain people don't feel certain ways and they're looking for like validation or they're looking to get into something, they make a quick choice and sometimes that excitement turns into anger or upset, frustration, stress because you're like, dang, if I would have just waited a little longer, I would have got the results that I was looking for. And sadness, it doesn't make you want to push. It makes you just want to sit and soak and feel what's going on. Like, it's okay to sit in sadness, but it's not okay to over saturate yourself in sadness. When you start feeling sad, go to what motivates you. It's like, okay, I can keep doing this. I can keep going. I don't have to feel this way. This is just this too shall pass, as they say. So really dictate and break down how you feel when you're making decisions. Don't always move quick with decisions. You could take as long as you want. If it's a real genuine and intentional opportunity, then it shouldn't matter how long it takes because when it's time, it'll show up for you. And that is why you have to make sure you're emotionally aligned so your intentions can be emotionally aligned. So overall, the outcome will be fulfilling, overfilling. It will bring you peace, a breath of fresh air, honestly. Do not rush. Rushing is not going to get you anywhere. It burns you out quicker. And in case you decide to not take your time, you might emotionally cut yourself off from a blessing that was right around the corner. But because you couldn't take your time and breathe and chill and woosah, then you will get the results that you were met with. Now, some inspirational music on my playlist has been Bigger in Texas by Megan Thee Stallion, Potential by Summer Walker, 444 by Janae Aiko, and one of my favorite, Walkthrough by Big LaRue. Now, that song is different. It brings a different type of confidence to how you're feeling about yourself. It's not always about looks. How you feel on the inside is how you'll feel on the outside. So if you feel good on the inside, you'll look good on the outside. If you don't feel it your best on the inside, then on the outside it's going to show. And if you're not right, again, emotionally, then it will change different things and aspects about yourself that you probably would have never thought. Now, some things that I hope that you took from this is align yourself emotionally so all your intentions could be aligned to the results that you want to see. Do not think negative about things. Do not overthink. Do not stress about what could happen. Think about what could happen, if that makes sense to you. If you're thinking negative, you'll get negative outcome. If you're thinking positive, you'll get positive outcome. If you're pure with what you do, then you'll always see the good come back to you. No matter how long it takes. It could take seconds, it could take minutes, it could possibly take days or even years. If it's meant for you, it will definitely find you. Just do not be in a negative emotional mindset, because that could block you from the next biggest, most grandiose opportunity. People might be saying your names in rooms that you've never stepped in. And if you keep that motivation in your brain of what you have motivating you, then you will see a lot come to fruition. Now, I'm not going to keep y'all long. So, to reach out to me, my Instagram is #1 Trinity, TRENATEE. President ASIMP, PRESIDENTASMP. My X accounts are One Trinity and ASIMP Household. My Gmail is ASIMP Universal, ASMPUNIVERSAL @gmail.com. Now, you have now just tuned in to the ASIMP Household Podcast, where movement is constant. Come reach the stars with us. Hey, I love y'all. Make sure y'all come back.